How's it going, everyone? Alrighty, so this is where we're at right now. As we're cruising along, gaining speed, having a good old time, what's been happening is when I hit the brakes, we're having this fork go forward into the frame. Or excuse me, it rocks back and forth is what I'm trying to say. I can't really show it right now with all this stuff in the way. I got to clean it up. But with that being said, went to a local bike shop, talked to a gentleman. He set me straight. Alright, so with this assembly, we have the correct housing that's going to go up into the frame, correct bearings on both ends, and then we should actually have zero slop as we rotate back and forth. But with that being said, we're going to take off the handlebars, we're going to take off the top right here, we'll take off the wheel, we'll have to take this assembly apart. Somehow I managed to make it work, but it's time to upgrade, especially as we increase speed for safety. And that's it. Alrighty guys, stay tuned, we'll see how this goes. Alrighty guys, just want to do a little shout out to my man George at Meridian Cycles. He hooked me up with this little assembly headset and all that jazz. So let's get at it. We're gonna start by taking off the handlebars. I'm hoping I can just kind of put it aside. What I'm gonna do. Thought about this. Watched a YouTube video where this guy used punches. Maybe we can do something like that. Might work. Hope you guys are well. Hope you've been enjoying the content. Maybe. Okay. Next, we're just gonna move these kind of fake carbon fiber spacers that I have. We might have to dig in and grab some more. I even had to use a little tiny one. I learned a little bit more about the top assembly once you do put the headset in. Next, we're gonna need some Allen wrenches to remove the 3 bolts holding the top assembly. I was just guessing for sizes. So what old George was telling me was I have the wrong size. Oh, I'm blinking now, of course, now that I'm filming. Sorry, I have Loctite on these, so I'm going to grunt through it a little bit. I have the wrong size bearings. And basically, although what I was doing was working, it's not how it's supposed to be. Maybe now that I have that kind of pulled apart, I don't know if you can tell, but this really shifts back and forth, especially when I'm braking. When I hit that brake, boom, slams. And I know that doesn't really show or give it justice of what's happening, but what happens is when I do that, it gets a little unstable for a few seconds, especially once you start braking at 30 miles an hour, 35 especially on wet roads, as you've seen in my other videos. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and hopefully put the right pieces in. Go from there. Have a little bit more success. Alright, that's good. Now what I was doing was working. With that being said, I'm not trying to justify how I had these bearings set up, but I am very much looking forward to this better setup. I did pay a little bit of a gold coin or two on this whole assembly. It was about $60-ish. Now, that's nothing against George or what they have going on there. That had a lot to do with, that was the only one they had in stock. And I told them that, hey, here's the deal. You helped me out so much. You took the time. We almost chatted for a good 45 minutes. He kind of knew a little bit about motorized engines. He actually said that they had one at the shop that they drove, that they threw together at one point. And it was just a good conversation, and I just assume also too, hey, spend $60. Buy once, cry once to an extent. I say that even though we're doing this motorized bicycle hobby, right? How funny is that? But hey, I guess where you can, you do try to upgrade and get better parts. So with that being said, I really hope this works. We got a couple 2x4s and a hammer. That was how I was recommended to insert the bearing systems. So let's see. Go forward. There we go. Move you guys back. Okay, so might just have to take apart that brake real quick. Just take it off. As that front wheel tries to get away. Ah, there we go. Okay, let's get that brake assembly out real quick. I'll just take a couple. That's a 10mm. I think I just need to get this one off. Right there. I don't know if you can even see that far down. Oh yeah, probably can. Got lucky. Hopefully I can remember how to put this part back together. I think I have it all mapped out in my head. Of course, easier said than done, right? I am trying to work on the speed a little bit as well, but also not rushing it too much. I don't want to rush it because that's when the crazy things happen. Well, I guess I can pull that out. Oh, geez, there we go. Okay, well, let's get that back down then. And with the wheel off to the side. Woo-hoo. Why not use that as a backdrop? It stays. Not gonna waste too much time. Looks good though, man. I really enjoyed this. Front shock. All right, removing the old bearing. Way off the side, so that way she's that way out. Alright, here we go. Okay, this is where I think it's gonna just get a little tricky. Let me get something to clean that out with. Got a rag and some rubbing alcohol just to kind of see what it looks like in there. Fine. Looks good. Give that old Schwenny clean. Alright. Oh wow, that actually looks pretty good. Okay. Excellent. So next gonna be, if you guys come and follow me over here. The next is going to be greasing these guys. So I just got to grease the inside of this before I insert. It's not going to take a whole lot. Take this apart. I just need to grease the inside of this housing right here. Drop this bearing in there, and then this is going to insert going up, hopefully. Well, I don't know if it's gonna fit, but hopefully that's the thought process in there. So stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, we're back. We have sadness. So let me get my little caliper out. Here's the deal. Sadly, this assembly's too big. Before I greased it, I did want to check it out to see. Alright, so we're zeroed out on our calipers. We're going to measure the inner diameter. Inner diameter of about, we're just going to stick with millimeters for now, 29.63. Alright, how big is this guy? Well, let's find out. $34.56. Oh, well, I'm not smart, but I'm sad because there's just no way. Nope. Alrighty guys, stay tuned. That's a bummer. We'll figure it out. We'll return it. We'll see if they have a smaller one. If not, then we might have to go somewhere else. Learned a lot from them though, so thank you, George. Alright, stay tuned guys, here we go. What's up guys? I'm back from my friends at Meridian Cycles. What did I learn? What did I learn? I learned that this is a threadless fork suspension. This is a threaded tube. What does that mean? That means that the inner diameter of this bad Larry is too small compared to the modern systems that this other tube is made for. Ooh, I don't know what I just did there. Zeroed. I guess I could have done that in reverse. 29.84. Now, there are conversion kits, but the smallest conversion kit that I could find that would actually take a threadless, convert it to a threaded tube is 32 point something. There's no way I can make that work. So, what does that mean? It means that the Banshee Queen's gonna have to go back to a threaded fork. If you guys have any suggestions, go ahead and throw it down below. Really appreciate it. So, what does that mean looking ahead? That means that the Banshee Queen's gonna have to take a back seat for a bit, guys. I know. I'm pretty bummed. It's okay though. There's no way I could have maintained the speed that I was going with how much slop I was getting in this fork, which is fine because what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put this bad Larry on this bike right here. What's that bike? I don't know if you remembered it from another episode or have seen it in the background, but this bike, this girl, is gonna be the new house for the old Wildcat 80. So, we got lots to look forward to, guys. Not a whole lot of riding. Right now it's dumping rain anyways. We're just gonna keep moving forward. We gotta do a lot of modifications on this bike. We gotta figure out some kind of system on this. I'm thinking maybe don't even mess with this. Put a rack on and get the gas tank on the back and just don't even screw with this part. But we'll see with gravity and all that jazz. If you guys have some other suggestions, let me know. I do look forward to probably putting that fork on there. And there's some sweet threaded forks, so don't worry. Also too, maybe having something that does more stiff might be better too, just to kind of slow me down. Alrighty guys, if you have enjoyed the content, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and just, you know, have a good day. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.